Hello and welcome to this occasional series called Gems or Junk. In this series I'll be looking at some of the job lots of model railway stuff that can sometimes be found at places like car boots, garage sales or Facebook marketplaces to see what gems and indeed what junk is out there for us model collectors. In this video we're going to be going through this box of model railway items that we've managed to pick up off Facebook marketplace locally. We're going to see what we've got and compare it to exactly what I paid for it. So we'll go through it individually, try and get all the wagons and locos out and see whether or not we've found some gems or whether or not all we've found is junk. So let's have a look without further ado. Let's see what we've got in this box. First thing we've got, looking at the box, is we've got this Triang Ginty Tank. Very common model, looks to be in okay condition, if not a bit mucky. I'll give it the old battery test. It did try and go then. So no idea how long this has been. There you go. Yes, that's a Ginty. Next thing out of the box is we've got a Hornby HST set. The bogey clip broken on there, but that's not too bad. Let's see if it works. I hope if we've got a... No, that don't work either, James. But fixable and a candidate for a future Trash to Track episode. The coach, pretty manky, but will clean up. That's just... I think that's just superficial damage from where it's been stored in a shed. And then you've got another power car there. The next loco that I come across is this. An Airfix model of a SNCF diesel. Honestly, so I've never seen a model like this before ever, so I don't even know where this picks up its electric from, James, to be honest. Again, no sign of life, but again, another candidate for Trash to Track. I do like these sort of engines, these unusual diesels and that. They look as though they're something from industry and look like the Port Talbot engines that they imported from America. So, yeah, another candidate for a future episode of Trash to Track. We'll be having a look at that in more detail. Right, next thing to come out of the box, locomotive-wise, is this little Shunter, which the body's loose on it, but the motor's there, although not quite secured in place. So I don't know what make this is, although I've got a feeling it might be Joeth. Oh, we had a spark then, James. We had a spark of life then. Let's have a look. So I don't know which one of these batteries is... Oh! We have a runner, although it's smoking a little bit. Look at that. Yeah. Look at the white smoke coming out of it, but... God, it stinks. That is the first runner we have, and it's this little... Now that is going to be a Trash to Track. You will see that in a future episode of Trash to Track. I said I like these quirky little engines. Anything that's got an industrial pedigree or heritage to it. So that's definitely going to be a future candidate there. And also in the box was what appears to be its little brother. This Matchbox Lesney 040 Shunter. That I actually had one of these when I was a child. So I'm going to give that... my son can have that. There is another locomotive in here, but I think this is maybe even a bit too far gone for Trash to Track, and it's this another Ginty Tank. I don't even think that's the right chassis for it, to be honest, James. But there's a Ginty body and a Triang chassis, which is apparently seized up. Yeah, that doesn't feel too good, but it's good for spares. These cogs and side rods, and obviously the body shell we can, although it is pretty warped. That's been, look at it, it's bent. That is, yeah, that's pretty, that's bin fodder, I think, but we'll save the buffers off it. Anything like that, keep. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut to a time lapse, and I'm going to get the wagons out individually, and then we'll have a look what we got on the desk afterwards to save you the hassle of me unboxing them individually. Right, this is the wagons all laid out. There's must be about 20-25 wagons. There are some good wagons. There's a Bachmann low fit wagon. That's quite a good wagon. There's also a Bachmann well wagon, Great Western well wagon. At least I think it's Bachmann. See, the Bachmann are Airfix, but the detail on it, as you can see, is really good. So they're keepers. There's a couple of these Lima car transporters. That one's got the top deck, this one doesn't, although Trash to Track may restore that as a wagon episode, because I do like these. I know they're not exactly prototypical, but I do like them. There's numerous brake vans. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, at least 9 brake vans. There's several.
There's lots of bodies to brake vans as well.
Lots of bodies to brake vans, according to the young chap. There's these clockwork locomotive trucks and the locomotive body, but no clockwork mechanism. There's a Airfix cattle wagon, no roof, but that's fixable. What else have we got? We've got some Triang car transporters. We've got a kit built Airfix jewellery shunter, a couple of vans, and then over this side we've got some more tankers. We've got a couple of Airfix cement wagons, and this Triang battle space, I think it's a battle space wagon, where you pull the clip down and then you fire it, boom, but the rocket's missing. But that's quite a good thing to have. Never seen one before, never owned one. And then in the box we've got all manner of bits and pieces. There's a ring-filled motor there for a locomotive of some description, but again, it's good for parts. If you need it, I'll take it a bit, keep it in the parts wagon. There's another bolster there, a Triang bolster, which I think the box is actually over there.
There's something else at the back. And
there's something else at the back. What's that? Oh, United Dairies tank body. But yeah, so there's also an Airfix Lomac wagon, but it's missing a container, so I'll try and replace that. A couple of European wagons, but they'll all go onto the old boys train set, as he quite likes that, all that sort of thing. Oh, there's even a Hornby Dublo. You see, I like these because I did that Dublo breakdown crane, so I should keep that as well. But most of the wagons here will be going to my old boy for his train set. So there are a couple of buildings in there, but they're just the common Hornby stuff. A star find though has got to be this. I'll just take the camera a bit. This is a Triang TT Railway Class 31 goods freight set. Now look at that. I've never seen TT scale, never had anything to do with it, but this was just too nice to pass over. So disc head code skinhead 31. Let's have a, and it's a runner.
Ooh, good.
Oh, good. Probably needs a service. Look at that. Now, it is a shame that TT wasn't adopted for the scale, because if you look at the scale wise, the railway in the garage could have been absolutely huge. I mean, it is huge, but it could have been twice the size if they'd have adopted TT scale. But that's a runner. So yeah, look out in the future. I'm going to do a video on these, have a look at these TT sets, as this is the first of many. I've got to go and fetch the rest, but I've got quite a lot of this TT stuff coming that we're going to have a look at, maybe break out and run around a bit, and then I'm going to sell it on, as it's not my gauge. But this set, for its age and complete with the catalogue, that was included in the price for the whole everything. So that really is the star find for me. That made it worth going. Also, this little shunter, considering how battered up that is, and the fact that you can lift the motor out, but it still runs, just goes to show that it runs when I've got the right battery. Oh, maybe it don't now, James. There you go. It actually, that is brilliant. Now, yeah, like I said, that is going to be a Trash to Track Facebook special. That can sit in that little well wagon and sit on the preserve line waiting restoration. Well, it's only a short video this time, but I thought I'd just want to show what is possible to obtain from Facebook Marketplace. But I'm happy with it. There's a lot here to be going on with. I've got a lot of spare parts in the boxes there. A lot to... didn't you want that bit? A lot to be going on with. And like I said, some of these wagons like this, I'll probably just do as a wagon special for Trash to Track.
There's the foreign coach, mate.
Yeah. And this triangle, it lifts up. This bit lifts up, that James. Right, and it's actually got one of the Triang Mimic. I think it's Mimic. That Minix, a Triang Minix Ford Anglia. So that's quite cool. I'd imagine that used to be part of the Carabelle train set, because there was a Triang train set where you got two of these and a Ginty Tank like that. So I'd imagine years ago.
Oh, thunder.
Yeah, we'll be backing up in a minute. And imagine years ago it would have ran, but I'm going to try and get this running while we've got the video going. See, I can't remember which one's a bloody good battery. Oh, this is actually, James, this would be a good one to do, because this is actually fitted with a smoke unit. So we'll take a look at that in another video. But thank you all for watching. I hope it's been informative or entertaining. We've just got this rest of this to sort out, like I said, afterwards. So yeah, just goes to show, if you look on Facebook, sometimes you can pick up bargains. And with this TT set and the Bachmann wagons, that little shunter, the HST, and this SNCF switcher loco, yeah, I think we did all right there money wise. So thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing, hit that thumbs up button. There'll be a lot more content coming on the channel soon.